not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
You know that moment in life when you're like, I don't want to do anything. My life is miserable. Well, that moment is not right now. I have just one of those moments when I'm like, I don't want to record, but I do. But I don't. But I do. I don't know what I want to do, kind of thing in my life. I love making videos. Making videos is the best thing ever. And I go crazy and nuts with it. I like it. The moment I start recording, I'm like, oh, I just get into it. I just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know. Then I record and I was like, I know a million things to say. I go from 1 to a million, like, very fast. My fucking pulse is like really hard. I cannot do this so good with this, but that's not the point. I can still move it, and this really actually helps for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Ouch. Anyway, we're here to talk about Project Power, a new Netflix movie, and I love it! I love it because this is about those three. Now, we got the kid. We call her the kid. Now, the youngest of the... We got the father. The guy, not the father of the kid, the father kind of thing. I think his name is Jamie Foxx, kind of thing, as actor, but whatever. He has a kind of a... He is like the main character that is out for vengeance, out for saving his daughter. Then we got the cop. The cop! I'm gonna call it the kid. The kid, James Fox, James, and the cop. So those are the three main characters. The girl the kid can really rap. She can rap, she can kind of thing. So it begins with a lot of her. I'm like, is that how it's gonna go? Is it a fucking musical going after her? Always rap about stuff. Is this how it's gonna go? Because it's gonna get boring very fast. I mean, she's good, but you know. No thanks. I don't want a movie like that kind of thing. The premise of this world kind of thing is some dealers, drug dealers get this new little pill that they can like, here's the thing, go nuts with it. Sell it to your kind of thing. This drug's gonna give you power. Power! Unlimited power! Well, not unlimited. 5 minutes of powers. But there is a catch. It could blow you up. I can boom. It's called boom. Boom! Boom! It goes for like dynamite. So it could be that, or it could be this power could be also could be giving you real powers. But there is also another catch. Some of the powers can scar you for life. I mean, there is this guy in the beginning of the movie that can do fire, but you see have his skin burned, so it feels like he can do all that. But if he does it and he's still on fire, when it turns out he's half his body gone, or it could be also like he's just gonna be on fire, kind of thing. And if he goes more on fire, he's gonna be more burned. Kind of thing. How more he can go on fire, but there is nothing protecting his body for that. So he can burn, baby, burn! So it's a very dangerous power. There's also the power apparently comes from animals. So there is like this premise of, oh, that makes sense. Like this animal can do this, but when you mix it with some other stuff, give it to a human, it gives them like this power that normally animals got. So it plays in the things that the world got, because most of the time power comes from their asses. Like, that power. How can somebody have that? You know, just came with lots of things propped into one, and voila, I got power. You're welcome. Anyway, so the cop tries to arrest somebody, and he does this kind of thing, but he uses the pill, and his pill gives him bulletproof. But the catch is, there is a catch. There is always a catch here. Even though it hits him, the kind of thing, his eye was red for the rest of the movie, pretty much. And when it finally goes off, he took the pill again. But his eye was red because it's hidden him here, kind of thing. So he still got hit. He's still kind of thing. But it's like he can be, he's bulletproof for 5 minutes. After that, it's all kind of thing. It can still manage to kind of. So he goes, he saves kind of thing, some chameleon kind of thing that can go from that. That guy's like, everything. I'm like, everybody can see that, right? I mean, he is going thing. If he stands still, I can see that nobody can see him, but he's moving like very fast. You just see a walking painting. Move, run, you can see that, right? Kind of thing. So he gets kind of done. Then, well, because he uses power, those pills, he kind of gets scorched from the being cop. So he's not a cop anymore. And the girl he helped is also his drug dealer, because she needs money. So she dispenses drugs with this little pill. And this kind of the thing that she does, this pill makes her she doesn't take it herself, but she kind of uses, like, it's $500. It's expensive. Also very extremely dangerous. So it's like, okay. He's like a kind of thing. Then he goes off to. While that's going on, we also got James Fox. You know, he is. Oh my god. He is like on a vengeance to the. He finds the girl. The girl is she finds this kid, but the kid is like, what the hell? He's like, you know, drug dealer. I can shoot you. No, and then it's like, oh, you're gonna tell me. She does eventually gets kidnapped, gets kind of thing, like, okay, you know what, we should, like, I get it, you want your daughter back, I love that kind of, I wanna help you, I really wanna help you, kind of thing. You're like Robin and Batman, you're Batman, I'm Robin, I mean, my name is Robin, so it makes fucking sense, you know, makes so definitely sense. Why would it not make any sense? So, he's like, no, you stay here, I'm gonna go inside. So he does this kind of thing, gets out again. Well, then it's like, okay, we need a little bit more. And they find kind of thing. He finds the next one, and that's when they're like, okay, this whole drug meeting kind of thing happened. There is something big going on, and that's also why the cop comes in back, because he knows, like, okay, there are some people that want to keep things quiet, and those people are something very interesting to kind of thing. So he gets on the case like that. But Robin the case is also like kidnapped, so she's like, okay, I'm gonna she's in trouble with bad people. Also, the cop did get some of the books kind of thing that this guy is the weapon to all. So with a weapon, James Fox is like, oh my god, he is gonna be the weapon. He is gonna be the dead, the one that's gonna be having the source of all this power kind of thing. So he goes kind of. So he finds the car. Robin is on a stakeout kind of thing. It's like, had to stay in the car. He's like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, I'm not gonna tell you where he is. It's like, you should tell me. I kind of, okay, fine. He's not a bad guy. He's just from the. Okay, fine. If he's really trying to find his daughter, we should work together. That seems like a fair enough job. If he's not, he's coming with me. If he's not, he's gonna go to jail because he cannot count it, and there is not an overall. Oh my god, it's the fucking war. I'm just going over a little bit here, but it's fucking war. Am I having powers? Am I gonna have powers? And I hope there are better powers than this, but because Jesus Christ, sweating is not a power. Or getting warm, it's not a power, man. It's not a power, but you know, let's cool off. Fresh water. Anyway, what was that? Oh yes. So Robin tried to convince him not to arrest him, but he goes into it. But wow, that's kind of James Fox is now. And I was like, oh, there is here the kind of thing. He sees all this, and then this one girl, and goes in. And this one girl goes in there. It's like, oh, kind of, oh, don't worry, this system is made to help you have your powers. So in the beginning, everything goes good. James Fox is kind of going around looking at things. It's like, where is the boss? Oh, that's the big boss. Now I need my opportunity to kick his ass and to find my daughter. And then this kind of thing is like, here, this is gonna be safe. She gets her ice powers, but it's also, if it was not really hot, because they made it really hot in there, her pill kind of thing, she can now do ice powers, but it's very much like danger. If she didn't have all the heat turned up to an 11 to a million, like really very fucking, she would shatter in a million pieces. shatters like my brain. It shatters in a million pieces. Like my heart, it shatters in a million pieces. Those things can shatter. Just one little thought, but one little thing. Those things can shatter in pieces. But you know, she's pretty good, and it's like, okay, I'm loving it. Kind of thing. Sure, it's very hot in there, but thanks to the ice powers that she got, kind of thing. But then James Fox's character is like, you know what? I got a big boss here, so now you're gonna do it. But while that's going on, he kind of got a guard, the blood went all the way. They find out, everything goes chaotic. Like, oh my god, what the hell? Like, okay, everybody chill the fuck out or kill her. Then a whole shootout happens, while the girl that was inside the thing, well, now the system is destroyed by the gunpowder kind of thing. Now she starts turning into eyes, like from the inside, like, no, help! Open this thing! I'm destroyed! I'm getting killed! Help! She gets destroyed, she turned into eyes, kind of thing. She is, and it's not like, oh, she's gonna be like eyes, kind of thing. She just need to mold that. No, inside eyes, she breaks in a million pieces. Rest in pieces, a girl, because that's all you can do right now. You're in pieces. Poor little girl, poor little delusional girl. She got shattered. And also everybody that shit, like, okay, Uranus was just a kind of the beginning, but you know, now everybody gets destroyed. The boss of all that thing is the only one alive. It's like, okay, you're still a middleman. You're still not. I have done with middleman. I'm done. Now I want to go to Beta. Where is my daughter? Kind of thing. He does. Then comes the cop in, and he's like, okay, set that on the floor. Set that on the floor. It's like, no, I need to go. Set it on the floor. I'm like, fine. This is like a bad decision. Well, then the other guy is like, oh, great that the cop takes the pill, and he becomes a very giant Hulk monster being, like this mutated monster with his fingers got shot off, but it's like he goes and that's like, I'm gonna destroy kind of thing. So now the cop and James are running for their life. Run, baby, run! While the monster tries to kind of thing, and that's like, okay, all the things, the gas on, and bang, shoot, from blowing up, and that monster is in pieces. Also, I would not think he would survive that after that kind of. It seems like that one thing. So he becomes a whole monster, and when he turns back, he's gonna crack his bones and die. So one way or the other, he would be dead. Because Project Powers really gives this vibe of there is a chance you die, but there is also a chance that you're gonna be very disfigured and very scarred for life. There is gonna be this very bad line there is no good. Project Powers is very unstable drugs that's really unstable. Like, lots of things can go wrong. It's very like, it feels like World War III kind of a vibe going on. Sure, it's not like that big that it could be a world war, but it feels like Project Power if they like, if the government, because this is like a corporation or something that gets and deals with things. Also, Black Lightning did something like that in season 1, like, but that was green light kind of thing. That also gives people power, but that was like, oh, it gives people powers and made them unstable. But this is like next level unstable. That's next level unstable! So unstable! Like my mind is so freaking unstable! Anyway, so where was I? Oh yes. So it makes the kind of thing unstable, and these pills are really not to mess with. And now they have to stop it. He knows now where his daughter is. Well, he doesn't know where his daughter is, but the cop gets him, and it's like, okay, what are we gonna do now? Well, now you can if you're gonna have deliver me in to whatever, it's gonna be bad. You're gonna die. I'm gonna be on that boat, and that's gonna be it. So I truly think you're gonna. Also, I was talking about the government kind of thing. If the government dude is, it would be World War. I can't imagine. That doesn't mean it would be like World War III or one country. No. I think it would be like the governments controlling everything. The governments taking us out everywhere. It would not be a war against the world, be a world war or against the government. Every government in every country. Because they were like, some millions die, but millions get saved, kind of thing. We don't want another virus going on where no, this time we kind of thing, we get the powers, we kidnap some people, we put them into camps and we give them a power kind of thing, drugs thing, making everybody like getting a stable version of this. It's like a race to have those powers. It's a race to stabilize this power. If every government gets this kind of power, everybody would be like, okay, let's trying to experiment more and more and more and faster, because every government now got that kind of thing. Now it's the race to the first one that has this power, that can stabilize this power. They going to have super soldiers that can win wars. Like this, if every country gets the kind of thing, it will be war across. Like every person would trying to kind of fight it, because they're gonna be kidnapped, they're gonna be experimented on, they want to try to get out of that. It seems like the next level fucking world war kind of thing with powers. Oh, so many powers, unstable people because of that, because the government thinks this is a good next evolution and will maybe even save diseases, not save diseases, kill diseases. Like all diseases could maybe be saved by this pill, but millions on top of millions in every country will die, and they will not come and start life again. No, they will all die. See? Anyway, so Project Power. After that, he kind of gets a thing. It's like, okay, let me kind of. The cop escapes, and James Fox gets to the boat, kind of thing. It's like, where's my daughter? It's like, she's safe. You don't need to worry about it. Just get everything we need from him, because his daughter is the first one that stabilized, because somehow when he had the pill, it was still in the system. He had a kid. This kid was the kind of thing. So this power drug has been out for 16 years at least, and so this power drug kind of thing has him kind of thing, and everybody is like, okay, I feel like this was a kind of thing. He is like now gets kidnapped, gets kind of thing on his chair, and it's like, you better get me loose. And then the cavalry comes. The girl is there, the kid is there, like, oh, I'm kind of thing, Robin. So, and the other guy, the cop is there. It's like, okay, you can be an out, but she doesn't listen. She goes to the kind of thing. Now she has to have the cameras. So she helps a lot. Like the kid is actually very useful, because some kids are just in the way. It's like, you just need to save that kid, but the kid's so useless, and then the kid wants to always do something, but she gets in trouble, then gets kidnapped. You have to save her, kind of. That's what kids are, kind of thing. They're always trouble, mostly in movies, except in Stranger Things, but that's because it's about the kids. It's mostly but when there is a grown-up kind of thing involved. Anyway, so kind of thing. Then is also James Fox's character is like, okay, you better get me loose, or those things that are very faster than a kind of flight, and they can even so fast they can shutter a water, like they can make it cook water like so hot it will skin you alive. You want to guess what my kind of thing is? He's like, no, I don't want to kind of. So he opens it, and then the big guy is like, what you doing? Don't do that. Let me. I'm afraid, kind of thing. And then the cop shows up, shotguns him, kind of thing. They both team up to shoot him, and they're like, oh, that's nasty. That's nasty, man. That's nasty. Now they shoot their way, kind of thing. And while that's going on, Robin finds his way to the daughter, because she was always getting to cameras, and finds the daughter from James Fox, gets him out of it. They now know where to go. They are there now, like, okay, we are all together now, we get the fuck out. Then there is somebody that also takes a breath, has like this doomsday kind of things coming out of his skin. That seems very fun. Like he has this now, like, very much weapons around him. But he gets eventually a cop seems that he kills himself, like with his own weapons. Help happens a lot with people that has knives for weapons. Knives like coming out of the, or you know, knives in general. They always get killed by their own weapon. It happens. Now, where was I? Oh yes. Now for the last part. So they trying to get in the escape boat, but Robin is still alive. Robin is still out there. Robin just got taken hostage by the girl, by the woman that's like, okay, you're gonna go out here with your daughter, and we let her let's go. But those you and her are kind of things. He comes out and it's like, where is kind of? I'm not gonna give you my daughter, but I'm gonna get this pill, because he was always talking about it. I take this for a very dire, because it's a very dangerous power, and he used it, and damn, an explosion happened. And it's raining, kind of thing. Controls that water, kind of thing. Slides it through that water, burning everybody, their skin alive. Everybody gets burned. The explosion happens. Everybody dies. Well, besides Robin, and like Robin on the ground falling and die. Everybody gets, and even though the girl. The woman that's in charge gets like behind something, it's like, but then something crumbles over and they're like, she's knocked out. Well, then the father is kind of dead. Then we find out the daughter's power to heal, and she heals her father, kind of thing. And then so like, okay, now it's like in time. Now he is like, I'm gonna go. For me, it's over. The cop is like, for me, it's not over. I still want to expose this after I have a wrong talk with my superior. I'm gonna go to the other guys. And who are those other guys, you think? Well, you know, news. I want to see them hide it. And that's pretty awesome. That was pretty much the whole movie. I love it. I think it's a legendary 10. I love concepts of this kind of thing, the way they did it, and the powers really made it so dangerous. You see how this movie really shines a light on how dangerous powers can be. You have heroes, you have Marvel, DC, you have mutants, kind of thing. You have so many. There was also something, Code 8, that was also a good movie, but there was like, okay, everybody has power, they get hunted. Everybody gets power, they get hunted. That is mostly, but here it is a pill. Black Lightning was like the closest thing that came to this kind of version. And god damn it, this one makes powers really look like, I don't want that! I don't want that! I don't want to blow up. I don't want powers that are gonna scar me for life. Like, I don't want that! Seems like very dangerous kind of pills. That makes it like, yeah, we want powers, but we don't want unstable powers that are gonna get us killed. Very, very fast! Like, oh my god, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I like my life. I like the way I live my life. Alive! I want to die because, oh yeah, I got 5 minutes power and then I'm born to death or get iced and die. Like, it's very unstable kind of powers that I'm like, I don't know if I want it. On the one hand, I want powers. On the other hand, it could kill me. It's like this very much like a story that's like, oh, do I really want powers, or is this gonna backfire and scar me for life? Or, you know, I just blow up. But one of the three things can happen, and I don't really sure that I want those kind of pills, kind of thing, because most of the time there's always consequences to having powers. With great power comes scars. Anyway, so yeah, this one is a legendary 10. I really loved it. I don't care about anybody else. Sometimes people are going, it's fine, but it's not good. Others gonna see like, this is good, but popcorn time kind of movie. I like it more of like, it's up there. It's like, I love this concept of powers. It's another kind of movie over Marvel. Marvel has those kind of movies. It's good to see another take on powers that is really more like this kind of version. I would recommend watching this. I would tell you it's a good movie. But who am I? I am the Twisted Goblin for all your reviews and movie reviews, TV show reviews, and sometimes comics. Also music sometimes, but you know, comics here and there. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this review. And goddamn, it's hot. Way too hot! Anyway, I'm gonna end this right here, right now! I hope you enjoyed my craziness, my insanity of this. And let me know what you think my powers would be. Let me know what you think your powers would be. Down! Oh, so down below. Anyway, goodbye, good night.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.